Think back to the days when you were a student. No, not this part, this part. Or before you left home. How much did you own? I think for most of us, it's not a lot. And those were some of the times where we felt the most free. Here are some things to stop buying. Christmas gifts. Do you also feel the pressure during this time because society just sort of forces you in that direction to have to buy gifts, when actually not buying a gift is now somehow seen as really controversial? The average spend in the UK during Christmas time is £1,000, whereas in South Africa it's 5,700 rand. And some people even go into debt trying to buy Christmas gifts. Facing the judgment when it comes to this topic can be really hard, especially when it comes to the ones we love the most. But generally we buy things that people don't need, and if you really want to give a gift, why not consider donating to a charity or maybe getting something more thoughtful rather than expensive? And gifts can be bought throughout the year, so why are we inflating Christmas specifically? A TV. People have walked into my house and the first thing they notice is that I don't own a TV. There are so many other options like a projector with a sound bar, and the added friction of just setting up the system prevents you from just vegging out in front of the TV. So the living room area is then generally set up for more family time. High maintenance items. These are things like getting your hair done, doing your nails or your eyelashes. While this is happening, you can't do anything else, so it's not only the price that you're paying, but also the time that you're sacrificing to get these done. I just don't value these activities personally, but maybe one day when I'm going grey and I really need to go color my hair, I'll consider it. New car. Once you drive that car out of the dealership, it loses 10% of its value. Consider buying a demo model where you'll still have low mileage and it might still be in some sort of maintenance plan. It might just be the previous year model. You could also take that money and invest it and eventually buy the car cash. Never walk into a dealership before doing your research, and never take a balloon payment. Souvenirs. These just end up cluttering your space, so try and do digital souvenirs or writing in a journal rather. Buy something that you can actually use, like local spices or art, and consider buying experiences rather than things. If we have to make a compromise, maybe if you want to get something generic, buy a magnet because it doesn't take up too much space, and when you look at it, it can transport you directly back to where you were when you bought it. Sales items. If you buy something that was marked down from $350 to $250 and you needed it, you saved $100. But if you bought it and you didn't need it, you spent $350. Stop justifying your purchases and buying things that you don't actually need. You are competing with multi-million-dollar marketing budgets, all vying for your attention and for you to buy something. Stop falling for their tactics. Sometimes sales prices are just normal prices that they inflate and then put them on a lower rate on sale when actually it's just normal prices. Ask yourself, am I buying something on sale or am I buying something because it's on sale? Sanitary products. This will be mostly for the women, so instead of buying tampons and sanitary pads, consider getting a menstrual cup. It just prevents all of this other waste ending up in a landfill, and it can be way more cost effective. Fast fashion. How many times have you fallen trap to trends and special occasion clothing that you wear once or twice? Focus on neutrals and building a wardrobe where things can be mixed and matched. It also takes less mental capacity to think about what you need to wear if everything fits with each other. These are some tactics used by people like Barack Obama, Mark Zuckerberg, and even Richard Branson. Coffees. There's nothing like a cup of coffee to get your day started. Or so I've heard. I don't drink coffee, but it's tempting even for me, walking past all of these coffee shops and not wanting to buy some sort of drink. There are coffee shops popping up all around because their margins are so high, so their profits are insane. They are making so much money off of you. Just try and make this the exception, buying a coffee rather than the rule. A large house adds so much maintenance and you have to consistently keep it clean, which just takes a lot of time. And I just don't think it's important. Most people need about 150 to 200 square meters. It's obviously going to depend on the size of the family. Cleaning products. You can get a lot done with just bicarbonate vinegar. So stop buying all of these other brands. Thanks for watching. Hope you found this as interesting as I did, and consider watching this one next.